Hello, welcome back to another video in my Starting a New Animal Crossing Island series. For today, I do have a few goals. Both have to do with the campsite. I need to build a bridge as well as finish decorating. And while I was going around and checking on my villagers, I noticed that Norma is sick, which I feel really bad because I forgot about it today, but don't worry, we do make up for it later. I touched on this in the last video that I am struggling with what to talk about on these voiceovers that is not just narrating what you're seeing on screen. So I've decided that I'm going to start talking about the books that I have read and enjoyed recently. So the first one is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This is a young adult fantasy novel that is set in kind of a fantasy Germanic region, and it is inspired by the Goose Girl tale, which was not one that I was super familiar with. But our main character's name is Vanya, and when she is 4, she is given up by her mother because she is seen as unlucky, being the 13th daughter of a 13th daughter. Her new godmothers are the god of fortune and the god of death. We then fast forward 12 years, and Vanya is pretending to be a princess while she is also stealing from the wealthy because she is desperate to flee and get away from her godmothers. One of the things that I love so much about Vanya is that she is a prickly anti-hero. She is 100% a villain, but is so funny and witty and lovable, and learning her backstory, your heart just breaks for her, and everything that she does seems valid after all of the things that she has been through. One of the first scenes that we get is Vanya retelling how she got caught being a thief. She was caught by another god, and the god cursed her to become that which she wants. And so she starts growing rubies and pearls out of her skin. And it's so funny because she's not getting the point of her greed will kill her. Instead, all she wants to do is figure out a way to get these jewels off her body so she could sell them to make more money. And again, her wit is just wonderful. The cast of characters is incredible. They're all so lovable. There are times when you think, oh my goodness, there's no way I'm going to like this character. And then their arc is incredibly well done. I listened to the audiobook, and it too is absolutely incredible. So I highly recommend. I'm already looking forward to picking up book 2, Painted Devils, and seeing where the rest of this series goes. And the wonderful thing, the third and final book, Holy Terrors, just recently came out. So this is a completed series. So if you are looking for a fun, quick read, I genuinely could not recommend this one enough. But with that, let's get back to the video. And that was really it for the day. So we are now on to day 8. We do have a campsite visitor today, so I definitely want to go meet them. And while I was talking to Bam, he let me know that Norma is still sick, so I definitely need to get some medicine for her. And I really need to upgrade my pockets as well as get some artwork from Red. The turnip prices are still abysmally low, which, yes, it did have me very stressed out. But ignoring the turnip prices for now, I went to meet our first ever campsite villager, and it was Chatter, which it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. So I'll take it. And since we have to invite our first campsite villager to come live on our island, I immediately went to talk to Tom Nook. And while I was there, I purchased the ultimate pocket stuffing as well as a stone fence recipe. When I was setting up for Chatter's house, I don't know why I didn't just put it right next to this other one. I think it was because of the rock, but when I placed it down, I thought it lined up perfectly. I even checked it out, and it is off by 1 square. And it literally drives me crazy. Good news, it'll move later on, but it definitely bothers me. I finally redeemed myself and went and got some medicine for Norma. So we got our girl back in tip-top shape. And I went ahead and let Chatter know that his home is prepped and ready on the island. And one thing you need to know about me is that I am a certified owl hater. I do not like him. I do not want him on my island. He will not move away. When I went to talk to Bam, he said that he got in a huge argument with Al, which honestly feels super accurate. So I told him that I would deliver this gift as an apology for their argument. And when I went in, would not talk to me. He always said, oh, let me get down from my seat. And then he wouldn't. He would just take his magazine bag out. And it took me forever to get him to move and talk to me. This definitely didn't help him win me over. And I also feel super validated that apparently other people on the island have beef with him too. I also decided to try out some group stretching, and tell me why this is the freaking cutest thing I've ever seen. I don't know what it is, but it genuinely made me so happy. The turnip prices finally had a little bit of a spike, so you better believe I sold those puppies. And we are now on to day 9. I do have a few goals for today. I need to upgrade my watering can, as well as plant some more potatoes, sell some land, and we are going villager hunting. We, of course, had to check out our brand new bridge, and I think it looks so good. As well as go and check out Chatter's house, which I have to say, his wallpaper is really cool. Mabel is also here today visiting, so hopefully we will get her moving to the island soon. I also decided to stop by Isabel's desk and see how our island evals are going, and womp womp, 1 star. I also stopped by Tom Nook's desk to go ahead and sell some land, and this was the moment that I realized that Chatter's house doesn't line up. And purely out of spite, I decided to get rid of this rock and put the new plot right in between Chatter and Annabelle's house. We also met Pascal for the first time today, which I just gotta say, I think he's so stinking cute. Otters are some of my favorite animals, so anytime I see him, it makes me happy. And in Nook's Cranny today, I liked absolutely everything they had for sale, so I bought one of everything, and also purchased some flowers to hopefully increase our island image and get us up to at least a 2-star. And now we are off to villager hunt, which the very first one was Lucy, who I do think is really cute, but we decided to pass. The next one was Elvis, the lion, which we also passed on. And the third villager was Frank, which I also decided to pass on, but I'm now out of Nook tickets. So we're just gonna have to leave it up to fate to see which villager is auto-filled into that plot. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any tips or tricks or even recommendations for what to do on this island, please let me know. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.